Hello, my name is Danica Fife, and this is my channel Fife and Flow. Here I do tutorials, reviews, and highlight biking destinations. Today we are going to pick apart rock gardens. Sadly, my bike is actually out of commission right now, and so I'm going to be having Andrew ride the rock gardens, and I'm just going to be giving my tips and advice. With rock gardens, the line isn't always obvious, and especially with this section right here, there are multiple lines to pick from. When you're first starting out and you're experimenting with rock gardens, I recommend getting off your bike and actually scoping lines before you just ride into them. So here I have Andrew's bike, and I'm just gonna kind of walk through what I would do. So I would come right here, trying to be taking a line that's pretty smooth, and especially how it's a little sandy here, you want to make sure to be modulating your brake, because if you grab too hard, you'll skid. So I would actually take this wide line, kind of go in between this rock V, if I can walk down this. Trying to definitely keep your pedals level. And then at this point, I have two options. I can either go the wide line, but I actually think I'm gonna take this inside line, where I'm gonna go on the rocks and right down this. All right, so Andrew's gonna ride it slowly for us. Try to take the line that we spotted. You can see he's modulating his brakes, keeping in control. Beautiful. Andrew's gonna hike up again, and he's gonna do it his true trail speed. When scoping lines, you want to decide the smoothest and most direct path that doesn't require you to do a lot of steering. Looking ahead will allow you to do this. When you look ahead, you're able to plan your route through the rocks without slowing or stopping. You want to make sure when you're planning a route and looking far ahead that you're not only spotting a nice entrance, but you're making your plan all the way through till the end of the rock garden and planning your exit. Because sometimes I found that I would go into like the smoothest section of trail in a rock garden, but then it ended up being unrideable and I had to choose a different line. Looking ahead is crucial, because when you're just dealing with the obstacle right in front of you, right when you get over that, you can't really react to the next one. So that's why you have to keep your eyes up and plan not only for the obstacle you're hitting now, but the obstacle that you're going to be hitting next. So after that rock garden we just looked at, I'd be coming in, and right around this corner, it sets you up for the low line of this next rock section. But if you actually look forward and you plan your route, the exit is not smooth on this low line, so you want to go high on these rocks. To be able to snake through and have the nice exit. Not gonna lie, it has been kind of a bummer not having my bike, and this is just making me want to ride so badly, watching Andrew ride and me doing the filming. And that's super awesome of Andrew to help me out with this video, but gosh, I can't wait to get my bike back, because I'm hiking biking trails and it's not as fun. Good rule of thumb when picking lines down the rock garden is to try to find a line that allows you to have your tires on the ground the majority of the time, as much as possible. Because having your tires on the ground allows you to not only have control, but traction as well. When you become a little bit more comfortable with riding rocks, you can be able to bunny hop obstacles and then land in smooth pockets, but we're just gonna be focusing on the basics today. So momentum is your best friend when riding rock gardens, and I'm not telling you to go like your fastest into something that's scary. All I'm saying is you need to have enough speed to get over the objects without getting held up. So if I'm trying to get over this little rocky section, I can't be going like a snail. I have to be able to hold my speed so I can come over this comfortably, because I don't want to teeter, and I also want to be able to have enough speed so I can get over these rocks at the bottom as well. Oh, yep, needed more momentum. So here he comes in, slows down, and just makes it down there. So your body position when riding rock gardens is pretty important. Some things I would work on, one is having your elbows wide. I'm not saying they need to be over 90 degrees, just in like a powerful push-up position. Another thing you should have is your knees slightly bent, but you shouldn't be squatted. Your legs should be pretty close to almost straight when you're entering the rock garden, so you're able to absorb and extend your legs, and also you need to keep your knees wide, and so you're able to maneuver the bike depending on the terrain. You want to be able to match your bike to the environment, essentially. The last thing that I would recommend is hinging at the hips or tilting your torso down. This allows you just to be in a nice body position where your gravity is low, but you're in a powerful stance. Now let's check out Andrew's body position. Right here, Andrew has his elbows in a pretty strong position. From this point, he's able to extend and flex his arms to match the terrain of the trail. Andrew then approaches the rock garden with his knees in a slight bend. Then when his bike hits an object, he absorbs it and brings his knees outward. This allows you to be in a more stable position so you can maneuver the bike. Last but not least is hinging at the hips. This is important because it not only puts you in a strong position when you're taking forces while riding, but it also allows you to put weight on your front wheel, which that's where most of your braking power comes from, and it helps with steering. For more tips and tricks on how to improve your body position while on a mountain bike, I linked one of my previous videos in the top right corner. Okay, last tip. When your rock gardens are a little bit steep and loose, one thing that is really helpful is when you hinge at the hips, apply extra weight to the front wheel so you're able to brake and control your speed. When you approach a steep hill or a steep rock garden, your body doesn't want to naturally lean forward, but you need to lean into the downslope in order to control your braking and your steering. This is a balance though. Too much weight on the front during a rough section can cause you to get hung up, just like when Andrew didn't have enough momentum, or you can possibly even go over the bars.
Oh, fudge!
If you've enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to check out my skills playlist that I have created for you. Give this video a like and subscribe to see more of my videos. Now I hope you go and find some flow.